All right, in important news,
What?
we've got to talk about the future of Snapchat. Is it possible that Instagram Stories is replacing
Your veins popping out.
Snapchat? I am fired up, you guys. So Instagram, they just released new features for their Instagram Stories. So when Instagram Stories first came out, I know a lot of people that surrounded me were not happy about it. They're like, they're ripping off Snapchat.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this. In my core group of friends, I think I was the only one excited about it because I was like, now everything's inside of one platform that I like to use the most, because Instagram is probably my most preferred use of social media, and then I didn't have to go back and forth through Snapchat and Instagram, so I was kind of rallying behind it, although it was missing the fun of Snapchat, which is the filters. But this week they launched 3 new features, so now there are links. So say I posted a photo of me doing this show. Then I could, in that, post a link to the show. So you could swipe up and click on a link to the show.
That's
cool.
smart.
So
That's
That's really smart.
right now, that's only available for verified users, but they're going to be rolling it out for everyone in the coming weeks.
Question really quick. Can you click on the link if you're viewing it, or just show
So you
the link?
swipe up. Like, it's in Snapchat right now. Like, if you click over to the news, like Vanity Fair, you can swipe
Yeah,
up,
you
and
can
then
read
there's
the whole article.
So you could
cool.
swipe up
And it
to
brings
essentially
you to the
click
link.
on what we're talking about. So that's cool.
Future.
And then they also, if you've been on recently, you see on Instagram Stories that you can slide over to Boomerang.
Yeah.
Since it's a parent company, they're like a joint company. You can now Boomerang inside your stories, which I like because, as you know, I freaking hate
Boomerang. I
boomerangs.
know.
But inside of a
like
Snapchat
it.
story, Instagram story, I actually like it because I feel like it's less official. It doesn't live on my Instagram feed forever. So I like that. And then they also, which I love, released app mentions. So if you post an Insta video of me and say @RylandAdams, you can click on it and then
Oh, they are
So it's like
stepping up
sharing
their
Like
game.
Instagram pulling out all the
love.
stuff.
That's actually really awesome because, you know, I liked Snapchat because it had the filters, and that's why you'd always go back to Snapchat. And the cool thing is this is something new that Instagram hasn't doing. They've been doing things that Snapchat already has, but
Right.
this is like,
A little bit different.
this
This
is
is a little
different.
different.
They're basically doing the things that Snapchat is missing.
Yeah.
But
and
they're
that's the
still
smart
missing
thing.
the filters.
Right.
So I feel like they probably haven't done that yet because they don't want to get in trouble by Snapchat, but I feel like
Yeah.
they have to eventually roll it out. But are you guys watching Instagram stories?
No.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
I don't watch them, and I've
know.
never ever used that.
Really?
Never.
I am
Never,
such
ever.
a staunch Snapchat supporter.
I don't like it.
I want to switch over because you know what? It was the OG. You know, it
Yeah.
had the filters. You can look like a little
Yeah.
dog. You can do the face swap.
True. MySpace was also the OG. Are you on Facebook or MySpace?
Oh, Facebook, but still.
And Facebook and Instagram are the same company.
Maybe in time, because I'm that same person that doesn't update my phone ever or update any of my apps, so I'm just a little slower.
I kind
to
of
that.
like that it's a different platform.
See,
like
I hate
don't,
it.
I don't mind hitting my home button and clicking on the next icon over.
It's just
takes
like
2 seconds.
It doesn't change my life.
I've lost the fun of Snapchat for some reason because I feel like it's so self-indulgent. Not that Instagram stories aren't, but I just got lost in it, then I got sick of it, and then I left it for a week, and I was like, I never want to go back there. So I never even opened the app. I don't have notifications on. Even when my friends send me the Snapchats, I don't get it until I like physically go in. So when I go in, then I have like 300 seconds from one person, and then I like catching up. That's fun. But I don't like watching people's stories on a regular basis, whereas on Instagram, I am watching. I'm consuming.
You should
Wow.
delete it on your phone because it's taking up space.
No, I have 128 gigs now because I got the iPhone 7, girl.
Oh, snap.
Well, for me, when it first came out, I was all about the Instagram stories. I was like, this is great. I have more followers on Instagram
Yeah, more people.
anywhere, so more people see it versus the Snapchat. But then over time, I stopped using my Instagram stories for whatever reason and focusing more on Snapchat. But I think both are kind of dying out. It takes a lot of time and it's so much upkeep
Right.
to do, like following every minute of your life. But I will say I watch more on Instagram because it's there. You're on the person's
You're already
page.
inside the
You're
app.
already in there.
That's what I like is say
Yeah.
I'm looking for Sinead. I click on her profile. I know from the circle up
Exactly.
top, I can just click on it and see what she's doing. It's like a one-stop shop.
Right.
Sinead, you guys, Sinead Snapchats are the best Snapchats. Like, I live for them.
That's why we can't get rid of Snapchat.
They're so funny.
What if my creativity
listen.
And she needs her filters. Her filters make it the
The
character.
filters,
I
right.
think it's safe to say that everyone has a larger, most people have a larger audience on Instagram because they've been building that platform for a longer time.
Right.
If you were to move your funny snaps over to Instagram, don't you think a larger amount of eyeballs would watch?
Totally. Just sucks.
Or do you use Instagram as a tool to say, hey, I'm going to send you to my Snapchat and see if it works?
Well, that's
I've
what
done that
I do.
before.
I do that all the time on like everything because I like the idea of having all these different platforms. I think it's cool.
Ugh.
Like we're in an age where
Yeah.
we have all these different ways to communicate with people. I wouldn't. It's like
The thing
No, it's
about
fine.
Snapchat though, it's for influencers, it doesn't do anything for you because on Facebook or YouTube or on Instagram, you can track the people that are watching it and you can see it and now
Well,
you can tag
you
and
can
promote.
Just see who
You can
watches
send your
on
brand
Snap.
deals,
But it doesn't
though.
do anything. Like you don't see how many followers you have on Snapchat. It's not interactive.
Well, you can see how many people are watching your
Yeah.
story.
But that's only for you. But really, the influencers want to see other people see how many people. Like, let's be real.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I mean?
Like,
It's not
you're
effective
like,
as
look
an
how
influencer.
popular I am.
Yeah.
I got this many
And
likes.
that's what makes
Yeah.
apps so great. It's like how many likes do you get, how many followers, whereas Snapchat, nobody's following that, and that's why I don't think it's going to do very well, because we care about what people think about
Well,
it.
I'm doing it for me, okay?
Yeah, honestly, Drew does Snapchat for herself because she'll I catch her rewatching her Snapchats and laughing, and then our other camera guy that does newsfeed, his name's Daniel. I know you guys have seen him in all of our snaps. He was talking to us the other day, and he was like, nobody likes Drew's social media more than Drew. Because she was sitting over there going through her own tweets, being like, "Isn't this so funny? LOL."
that's
I could leave me in
hilarious.
a room by myself for like 3 hours. That'd be good.
Well, Snapchat is funnier, right?
Yeah.
Snapchat is
Yeah.
funnier than Instagram.
Totally.
I would laugh. I feel like I would laugh way more at a Snap story than I would on Instagram because of the filters.
Are
The
you-
filters make it.
Are you
Yeah.
consuming Snapchat or are you just creating content for Snapchat?
What do you mean? I watch people's Snapchat stories all
Yeah.
the time.
Okay.
I
I
love
do.
it.
Me
I
too.
love it.
I just thought it was so time consuming because maybe I need to unfollow people and I'd re-like it because I follow such a mass amount of people
Yeah.
That's your problem.
that it's hours of content and
Oh, yeah,
I just
see,
can't
don't.
take
I
all
just
of
keep
that
it to
content.
like my own
your
friends.
core.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's also some weird stuff happening at Snapchat. They're releasing the goggles or the glasses, they're sunglasses where it essentially records from your own point of view from your
What?
Yeah.
they're like $130 and it goes straight to your Snapchat story. So you can record, it
really
will show a red light. So that part's cool, but you just said they
Yeah.
were
So to kind of add on to this whole Instagram kind of taking over Snapchat, obviously it's nothing new, but Snapchat actually just shut down their entire Snap TV department. They had something in the works where they were trying to launch like a digital platform as well. And that's kind of the issue with a lot of these platforms right now. Twitter also is having trouble making money, and Snapchat
because
is
you can't
also
monetize.
yeah, and they're just like trying to find the new thing, whereas Instagram seems to find the new thing and it always works.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
they've got the edge because Snapchat was really trying with their Snap TV, didn't work out. They laid off their entire department
Wow.
this week.
Oh.
That
A lot
sucks.
of people lost their jobs in that department, and they're just like canning it. I think if we're being honest, one social media platform is going to prevail, and it's going to be the Facebook. It's going to be the Facebook.
Because Facebook is still the
owns-
number one
Right.
platform in the world, which blows my mind because I don't even get on Facebook.
I love Facebook.
I guess
That's
I'm
why you
very.
missed out the invite.
I do. People are like, I invited you to my party, and it was like, I'll be butthurt. I'll text somebody and be like, why didn't I get invited to this? And they're like, you got a Facebook invite like everyone else. And I was like, I boycott
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
Yeah.
Facebook owns Instagram, so even though Facebook isn't as
They're
popular as it
winning.
was, Instagram is the most popular
Well, I think
right
Facebook
now.
still Instagram's popular within our generation
Yeah.
and our type of content.
Totally.
However, Facebook is still winning in the grand
Mm-hmm,
scheme of things. But I don't know. I just love Instagram, and I'm very simplistic. I only like one app, and I like to be there. You know, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But do you guys think Instagram's going to eventually replace Snapchat?
I hope not.
I absolutely. Honestly, I mean, one place that has everything,
Yeah.
and yeah.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop for all things pop culture in Hollywood. Watch Clevver now. Clevver now, coming up this Friday.
Yep. All right. Hey, you guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Which do you like better, Instagram or Snapchat? And then you can keep watching this show just somewhere else. Click over to the left to get all the details on Black China firing back at Wendy Williams.
Or click to the right because apparently Victoria's Secret is no longer cool.
Great.